Yes, we're back. Love them knives. We got something to talk about. I got this the other day and I posted it on my Instagram as soon as I got it, pretty much. I mean, as soon as I checked it out and played with it for a while. And yeah, I really am digging this. This is a night morning design too. This is a TwoSun brand knife. The TS26. And of course, it doesn't give the model number anywhere around here. But I bought it on DHgate. I didn't get it on eBay. You can get it on eBay. There's a half dozen of them probably posted right now. You can go in and try and grab up. I paid the 69 bucks. I might have had a seller coupon or something, so it may have been 65, something like that. But TS26, D2 steel, titanium, frame lock, tactical flipper. And the lockup, is my color changing? The lockup is about 25-30%. Snappy little flipper too, isn't it? Snappy flipper. It's got kind of that medium gray, dark gray, not real dark. I don't know. Maybe it's anode. Titanium. And the accents are blue, like these thumb discs here that are on the blade. Then the backspacer, which is integrated with a lanyard hole. How cool is that? And pocket clip. Do we need more light? Maybe. Except the blade gets a little glary in the bright light. But in any case, TwoSun got their logo on it. It's kind of a faint logo. It's not real strong on there. But that's okay. D2, and then yes, night morning design. Now, I don't think I've even really tried to open it with, yes, I have with these thumb studs, and it's doable, but it's not enjoyable. So why have them? I don't know. It's an alternate way of opening the knife. But yeah, for me, the flipper tab and the flipper works great. It's got some jimping on here. It is pretty far forward, but it's comfortable, really comfortable. Fires right out, and they milled through it. So they gave it a little bit of weight savings and design cue there. Talk about design cue. Very geometric, and a lot of their knives are very geometric. This one is also, looks like I'm dragging it around the block. What did I do here? I don't know if that was me. In any case, so I really like this. This is a keeper for me. Yeah, it is. This is probably my favorite model so far, and there's a new one out with some carbon fiber kind of in this section of the scales. So we'll have to see what that's like. I haven't got my hands on one, but I paid, net probably $65, $66 for this. Is it worth $65 or $66? Oh yeah, I think so all day long. I mean, look at this mill pocket clip. I mean, that's cool. And you know what? You're not seeing the hardware from here. Let's get this, turn this baby on. It's, yeah, see, it's screwed in from the inside. The pocket clip here, what I was talking about. Hardened steel insert, over travel stop, all the bells and whistles that way. Nice contouring here, to feel comfortable in hand, and it does feel comfortable in hand. This acts as a guard, keep your fingers from sliding up on the blade. I like the blade design. It's a high grind on here. Satin, kind of a modified sheep's foot looks like. Looks like pretty good amount of material coming down here. So not too thin and fragile on the tip. Overall, very attractive knife. Mannix. So it's bigger than the Mannix. Yes, it is. This thing, check that out, see? Now I'm guessing. I think I measured this before, jeez, and forgot. I think it's 3 3/4 inch blade. This is at 3.5 here. Pivot to pivot. Yeah, it's a longer blade. It's a longer knife overall. This is 8 1/4, 3.5 inch blade. What is this? Yeah, it's really close. Yeah, it's pretty much, yes it is. It's 3 3/4. Overall, come on, we lost the tip here. Overall, 8 5/8. So 22 centimeters. And of course, when we go 3 3/4, like 96 millimeter blade. So good. And blade stock, what do you think? About 4 millimeter, if we can get to it. We can get around these thumb studs. And if we can get onto a piece of it that we can measure, good Lord, I don't know if it's going to let us, folks. 3 point. Yeah. Let's get it right up here. 3.65 millimeters, which is, I don't know, what of an inch. 0.143. 0.45, not quite a half an inch, width, 11.5 millimeters. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of these TwoSun knives, they're not like 6/10 of an inch wide or 0.55 wide, and they're flat. They're not really contoured. I mean, I guess some of the little Tonto knives have rounded front scales on them, so they're contoured and pretty decorative and everything. This one and like the TS39 and I don't know, a bunch of them, they're pretty much flat scales, very but wow, I mean, they're not that expensive. And if you get on eBay and you find those auctions, I mean, I've followed some through, like put them on my watch list, and I see the final after they've sold, and some of them are selling for like $50, $55, 58. So I paid 65. So, I mean, you can grab these and, you know, hell, they're coming from China. I mean, you could order them on DHgate, but it's still going to take you 2 to 3 weeks or more. Put the asterisk next to or more. And so the ones that I buy on eBay, and the seller on eBay says TwoSun knives. So I'm assuming it's, you know, it's the manufacturer. But in any case, I think they got ghost bidders on there too, which is not really legal on eBay, but I think they got buddies that are bidding the knives up because it's private bids that are not disclosing who they are until it gets up to a certain range, and then they back off and let it go. So ain't nobody walking away with a $20 special, okay? That's getting nullified. And I don't know that that's really copacetic, and maybe eBay ought to be notified. I don't know. I'm just guessing, but I don't think you're allowed, other people to ghost bid your knives up. But in any case, even at 50, 55 bucks, hell of a knife, right? Titanium. Framelock. D2. Will it cut a piece of paper? I hope so. Can I cut a piece of paper? Oh, well, wow, this is really, it's very sharp. Very, very sharp. Go away, paper. Yes, it's very sharp. Wow, this is one of the sharpest knives Yeah, I could tell that when I got it out of the box. It's all coming back to me now. Yeah, this is a real sharp little dude. In any case, I really like the blue accents. I like the milled pocket clip as opposed to a stamped. Although it slides in the pocket really good because I've had it in my pocket. I don't know what I did with this, but I did something. In any case, but I couldn't keep my hands off it. It's a great little flipper. It's fun to flip. It's really got great action. The detent's really solid. I don't know that this would gravity flip. I don't know if I can gravity flip it. Let me give it a shot. Okay, yes I can. But it's snappy. It holds for a long time. And then when it breaks loose, it goes. So it's not real weak like a 5.5 or 6 on the detent scale that I just invented myself, I guess, for some reason. But in any case, no, I'd say this is like a a 7. And it's a real snappy one. It's not one that just kind of flops open on you. It's a snap, and it's really cool. But I love the design on this one. This is my new favorite TwoSun knife. Yes, it is. Because I mean, I like the fact that they did this backspacer like this, incorporated this lanyard hole in here. Yeah, built it in. Not really a skull crusher type thing, but this whole end could be an impact tool if need be, I guess. A little far forward on this flipper tab, but you know what? If you look at some of the new types of wild designs that are coming out from WE Knives and the Elijah Isham stuff, they're placing these flipper tabs pretty far forward, so you reach up and you got a lot of territory to bring that flipper tab back, and you'll make sure it gets deployed. So there's probably some thought pattern in there to why this is like here. And of course, when you have a setup like this, design-wise, that dictates what you're doing there too. And you know what? Yeah, I'm thinking this is an internal blades, internal stop. Because there ain't no stop pin there. Just saying. And you know, that's all part of where that flipper tab's going to be as well. In any case, so what do you think it weighs? Guesses? I'm going to guess 5.2. Let's see if I'm close. Ooh, wow, okay. I mean, the idea of 4.8 ran through my mind, but now I'm just trying to jack with you. No, I mean, it did actually, but you know what? I thought, nah, 5.2, 5.3, but no, 4.9. All right. Well, 135 grams, but you know what? That makes it really carryable, real EDCable. And you know, for a blade that's 3 3/4 inches, which is longer than most of the other TwoSuns, I think this is the only one I can think of right off the top of my head that has a 3 3/4 inch blade that's this length. But you know what? They're not real wide, thick, heavy knives that way. But the blade stock's pretty good, 3.6 millimeters, so not shabby and very sharp. Satin grind. I like the design. I really do. Everything about it. You got some traction here, and of course you got some jimping there. Not terribly meaningful at all there. The pass-through is easy to get to for some reason. It doesn't look like they've really cut much away to give you much. There's a little bit of differential there, but you can make contact with that. It's not that difficult to disengage the lock bar. And of course, you know, the insert, the over travel stop, everything's there to interface with the D2 steel. Cool. What do you think, guys? TS26. I think if I'm going to have one TwoSun knife in my collection so far, this would be it. And then I like the 16. So check the TS16. I should have brought it in here and showed it to you, but that's in my collection. This one's in my collection. And that's all I got right now permanently. So the others kind of come and go, but that one that's got the little carbon fiber insert in it, and I can't remember what the model number is on that, if it's going to be a 27 or whatever. But look for it on eBay if you want. DHgate if you must. But they want money for these. They want $69 to $72 or something like that. So maybe on eBay you can pick one up. I'll put the link to the TwoSun Knives seller on eBay. You can click on that. It'll take you to just his kind of seller page. And then you can click on show items for sale and then it'll come down. Or you can just type in TwoSun TS26 into eBay, and it will show you these knives. All right, friends. Thank you for hanging out with me. How's that green working for you? I don't know. I thought I'd give it a shot. Whew! That woke me up, that's for sure. So, all right. What do you think? Well, it looks like you can maybe take that off with this little Torx. I don't know. I might give that a shot. Although I do like the blue accents, so it's really nothing to be bothered about. Yes, we do. We love them knives. Stay sharp.